Number 1. When King Henry of France said Paris is well worth the mass, what did he mean? He meant that to stop the conflict in France, he was willing to convert from a Huguenot to a Catholic. Number 2. The Peace of Augsburg. Because it allowed people to follow their respective religion. Number 3. Reconquista. Silver decreases in value. Nobles don't pay taxes. Number 4. Holy Roman. Ottoman. Polish empires. Number 5. What is the Grand Embassy? Peter the Great's visit to Western Europe to get ideas to improve Russia. Number 6. Missed Renaissance. Isolation equals no spread of trade and ideas. They relied on serfs. Number 7. The Puritans. Number 8. The kings needed money. Number 9. Required prisoners to be put on trial, so leaders could not unfairly imprison people who opposed them. Number 10. He invites nobles into his palace to keep an eye on them. Number 11. They joined Protestants equals unexpected because they were Catholic. They did this because they feared that the Habsburgs would become too powerful. Number 12. Palace of Versailles is Louis. Philip II is El Escorial. For each of the following rules, identify the country they ruled. Philip II, Spain. All the cardinals are France. Louis the 14th is France. Ivan the Terrible and Peter the Great are Russia. Frederick the Great is Prussia. Maria Theresa is Austria. Charles II and Oliver Cromwell are both England. For each of the following rulers, provide two things. Philip II has standing army. The king claimed 1/4 of every shipload of treasure. Launched Spanish Armada. Created the Escorial. Number 2, Cardinal Richelieu, Louis the 14th. Weakened nobles' powers. Moved against the Huguenots. Government agents' power was increased. Local officials had to communicate regularly with Louis. Number 3, Frederick the Great, Frederick William. Taxation. Created a standing army. He made junkers officers in his army. Made Prussia into a rigidly controlled military society. Ivan the Terrible / Peter the Great. Heavy taxes. Ivan crowned himself Khazar. Ivan organized his own police force to murder traitors. Modernized Russian society. Long, short answer. Number 1, how does the English Civil War play a role? Anglican king Charles I fights Puritan Cromwell and is beheaded. Cromwell then becomes a military dictator until death, and the Anglican king is restored and persecuted Puritans. The Puritans then decide to leave, which led to the Age of Exploration. which is why in Europe, the connections that Mr. Doomer said about the prostitutes and things like that. What were the outcomes of the Peace of Westphalia? Austria and Spain equals weakened. France was strengthened because they were rewarded with German territory. Holy Roman Empire dissolved, or HRE. Religious wars were ended in Europe. Peace is based on all members participating. Number 4. How is having a standing army a sign of absolutism? A standing army is an army that's always available because it allows the king to have full military control, independent of nobles. In the feudal system, the king was reliant on nobles to provide troops. That way, a standing army never needs help from anyone, furthering the idea of absolutism.